pleasant good day, everyone. I want to take this opportunity and this teach back, talk back to talk about some general feedback, feed forward on our reflections so far. So I just want you to know, I'm sure by now you kind of figure out I'm very, very, very serious about this assignment. And this assignment comes from the fact that for years, teaching and working with equity, diversity, inclusion, law and ethics in schools, leadership, change agent, all that kind of stuff. I have found, if you ask me over the years of doing this, what I find lacking, and what I find lacking is real personal reflection. As a matter of fact, if you look at what happening around in the media concerning matters of law and ethics and equity and diversity and inclusion, you'll find that people apologize when they get caught, when they're losing their jobs, when the fashion house is being accused of racism and homophobia, transphobia, or something else. There's no genuine reflection. People are doing things to save face, to save their job, to put back their reputation, to mend a fence, but there's no deep reflection. And as you're being prepared, or you are actually, some of you, most of you are actually change agents right now. I want you to understand that there needs to be way more reflection on our practice. And I've said to you before, one of the most important things for me as a change agent myself, working in this area, is the time I have taken to examine what is missing. What can I do better? How can I advocate? How can I help? How can I assist? How can I be more sensitive, more aware, more informed? And that is true reflection. So let me make this very clear. This activity is not busy work. As a matter of fact, I was in a I was in a conference the other day, and we're realizing more and more that in the business sector, when people are doing these certification in diverse and inclusion, people are asking not to give a grade for assignment. People are asking people to engage in projects, in advocacy work, in writing letters, in reflective practice. So I want to make clear that I take this assignment extremely serious. A part of that seriousness is that I'm not here to nitpick on every single word you write. I am not grading an essay for grammar and punctuation. I am reviewing to see the level of reflection. It cannot be forced. So you're not going to tell me, oh, you're changing, you're trying to create a new world. We're not going to do the pageant reflection where you said, oh, my platform is I want to change world hunger, I want to bring world peace. We are not doing the pageant and the Miss World and the Miss America kind of reflection. We are doing honest, authentic reflection. If that honest, authentic reflection is you come across some words in class that really impact how you see things, you weren't aware of these things, then you write about that. The other day I had someone write a beautiful reflection just on the fact that we discussed pronoun checking and what it meant for them and what it meant for their practice as an educator, as a vice principal, as a matter of fact. So what do I want in your reflection? As I've watched some so far, I've seen some, let me just say I've seen some amazing reflections so far. But I want you to remember that I need to hear your voice. It's personal. It's not a summary of your readings. It is supported by readings. So I want to always see readings. I want to always see. We are writing at this graduate level. We are writing at this degree level. I want to see academia work. I want to see your interacting with the sources. But that is not the major part. The major part is your voice, supported by discussion, supported by even the class discussion. You can even cite somebody else in the class. You don't have to cite a reading. You could cite something somebody said. As a matter of fact, I did this course last semester in OISE, in the masters in the day, and going through the reflection, there were a number of times a student would quote me or cite me, about what I was doing my presentation. And one of my favorite quote that somebody used was when I said to a group, "Don't be a part of the mess, be a part of the magic." And a student wrote an entire reflection about that statement that I made. Don't be a part of the mess, be a part of the magic. So questions you may have. Challenges for the reading. Something may happen in the reading and you're just thrown off by it. I'm not giving you readings you should agree with. I'm giving you readings you need to be discussed and unpacking and questioning. So I want to see that. Remember, in your reflective practice is an important part of the learning process. It forces you to evaluate your knowledge. A lot of us think we know something we don't know. That's one of my pet peeves when I teach people who think they know and I realize they don't know. Think about your values, the practices, develop. Many people struggle with reflection process and find it hard to articulate their learning experiences. And I want you to articulate your learning experiences, right? I want you to evaluate your knowledge and your values and your practices. Are you one of those persons who your practice have been oppressive? I've told the stories many times about the kind of charts and the posters I usually use back home until I realized that these weren't the right images that I should have been using. And I was reflective on that. Your reflection is supposed to always, be consideration of the event and the situation. Bring into focus something and talk about it, unpack it. Okay, so we talk about it. Two words I want to leave here with you: analyze and evaluate. So I don't want a summary. I have had students who have given me a summary of the class. When I read it, it started from when I entered the room, what I said, what we did, and when the class was dismissed. This is elementary. This is grade 5 and grade 6. I'm talking about analyzing what was said. Somebody shared something in class. You can dig into it in your reflection. You can disagree with that student in your reflection. You can agree that student in your reflection. It is yours. As I said to you, I am not grading you for every single word. I'm grading you to see the growth. And I peruse them, I go through them, and I see what you're doing as a reflective practitioner. That is what it's about. You will never get me write you and say, oh, your second paragraph, this is missing, this word is spelled incorrectly. That's what I'm doing. Of course, don't do that crazy. I want you to do good stuff, and I do pick on some of these things, but it is not that kind of assignment. It is for you. As a matter of fact, I wish everyone would just do it and do it well, and you get your automatic A for this. Because I don't want to put a value on your reflection. It's hard to do that. I don't want to force a value in on your reflection. I don't want to force an evaluation grade on your reflection, but it has to be done. We are part of an institution. We're part of systems, and that's how systems are. We have to remember we are part of systems. That's how systems are, right? So think about that. We are not doing a description, we're doing a reflection. And I want you to take a look at this side. As you think about your reflection, come back to this video. As you continue writing your reflections, come back to this video. Think about this. This is someone talking about an experience as a student nurse in a clinical placement. And he came back, talking about the description. Then he talked about who we talked to, who we spoke with, or environment look, the beds, the patient, the ward, the medical doctor. But then the reflection was about how he really felt, what he learned, what he discovered, his perceptions, the experience, he confirmed, he challenged. That's what I want to see, people. That's what I want to see. Reflective practice helps you to understand. 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 I hope you notice I'm bothering fixing things. I'm not really fixing things because it needs to be fixed. Look, when I do my live video, I like to just touch and do things. I feel like I am alive and the video is alive and you are alive with me. Okay? So perception, perspective, perception, thoughts, feelings, impact. Those are the words. Counteract. Those are the words that I'm looking for. Those are the kind of things I want to see. And the last one, reminders. Remember your reference, please, APA, when you use something. And you know what I did? I leave these 3 question signs on purpose. Question mark on purpose. So send me an email with the subject line, writing good reflections. If you have a suggestion you want me to add to this for the next time around, to leave me something in the academic will. You know what I'm saying? If after listening to this thing you said, wow, you know what stood out for me, and Dr. Campbell did not mention that, send it to me. I promise you next time around when I recreate this video for another group, I'll add that in. You're sharing me, you're leaving me something in your academic will. I just create that idea, academic will. You know me already. My mind goes a little bit crazy sometimes. I love it. Academic will. Yeah. Will leave me something. Leave me something. Okay. So share ideas because some of you have some brilliant ideas. And as I said to you before, I am not the sole teacher of the class. I am not. Yes, I do get paid to teach the class, but I am not the sole teacher of the class. And if you are that student who always feel like you need me to tell you something about the content, you are going to fail because teachers are in the class. All of us are a part of the teaching. Sometimes when you see me listening to you and you see me, I'm excited about something you wrote or something you said in class or something you post. I am genuinely excited. I am learning. I'm drinking. I'm drinking. This is more you drink from me. I'm drinking from you. Okay. So some of you have finished reflection. Some of you are in reflection number 1. Some of you are reflection number 2. Some of you are at reflection number 3. Some of you are reflection number 4. Some of you haven't even started your first one. You should see me just rolling my eyes just now, right? So I want you to do that for me. Continue being amazing. I enjoy working with you. I enjoy working with you. And I want you to enjoy the process. Learning should be fun. Let nobody tell you this rubbish at this master's and bachelor's degree level. Learning is so intense. You don't want to come to school. What? We should enjoy school even as adults. Okay. So I just said it's a wonderful day. Continue in the reflection and send me emails. You don't have to. It's not a mandatory activity. Send me an email if you have something you want to leave in the academic will for me. Okay. I love that new term. All right. Enjoy the rest of your day.